The Lower Colorado River Authority. We're based here in Austin, Texas. I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about a radio project that we just completed.
That's affirmative. We need everybody code 3. The situation's not code 4 yet. Do you know where the child is?
It's transmission with how many occupants that?
Yeah, I can respond. Code 4.
Well, that's two copies of
Yeah, channel 5, you start evacuating.
Hurricanes are fairly common in Texas. We had Ike in '08, we had Katrina and Rita in '05. And those are just the latest of a long line of thunderstorms that have, and hurricanes that have hit the coast recently. But the problem is not with the advanced warning. We have the technology that predicts when and where they'll hit. The problem is with the response teams. We've got a lot of courageous men and women that will rush into danger to save lives. The problem is with the communications. We've got all these people rushing in to help, but when they get there, either they're talking over the top of each other, like you just heard, or they can't talk to each other at all. To illustrate the point, let's just say for a municipality, you've got several different departments. You've got local police, you've got the EMS, you've got fire. They've all got different radios. They may be operating on separate frequencies. They might be in a different channel. You might have local state police there, and they've probably got a separate system. They are all trying to talk to each other, and the more of them that come into a situation, the messier it gets. And to make it even worse, when you have a regional event like a hurricane, now you got folks coming from different counties, you have them coming in from different cities, and you even have some state entities coming in. They're all bringing their own radios with them, and radio systems right now are all proprietary, so they're coming into the situation trying to help, but when they key up their radio, none of it works and they can't talk to each other. So all you're doing here is making the situation worse. You're causing traffic jams. Who's ever tried to get into Austin during a hurricane evacuation? It's like the Texas OU weekend on 35. It's ridiculous. It's backed up. So this is where LCRA comes in with some innovative thinkers. We've operated a shared regional radio system now for 15 years. When the governor came to us, hold on, back up this second. When the governor came to us, asked us if we could help solve some of these communication issues along the coast and along the evacuation routes. We were actually pretty excited about that. We've got a very talented group of engineers and technicians, support staff that love this kind of stuff, and so we were excited to help, and we're glad to be part of the project. A little background on LCRA. We're based here in Austin, but our service territory runs from roughly Brady out northwest, down just below Belton, through the Conroe area, just this side of Houston, down to the Matagorda Bay area, and then back up just north of San Antonio and on out to Sonora. So you see we're strategically located in the center of Texas, down along the coast and along these evacuation routes. And we operate a 56-site system that's already there. It supports our electric and our electric transmission and generation endeavors. It supports our water and wastewater utilities. We also have community services and economic development initiatives that we support. On top of all that, we also have some external nonprofit entities that share the system. We've got public safety, local governmental entities like counties and cities. We also have school districts and transportation companies on the system. So we're well positioned to help out, and we've got the experience to do it. So the whole basis for our idea was just to overlay an infrastructure on our existing system that would allow people to talk. What we did was we leveraged the sites on the east side of our system, and through use of federal grant from Homeland Security and partnerships with other state agencies, we overlaid an IP-based open standard system called P25 over the top of our existing system. I don't know if y'all have heard that. It's a radio standard. But again, it's an open standard that allows folks to talk to each other when you come into the area. So no longer do you have folks coming in trying to help that can't talk to each other. That took us about, from start to finish, it took us about 2 years to complete this project, which was a pretty amazing feat. We had a lot of modifications to do at the sites, backup power, UPSs, all those kinds of things. And we also had some integration issues to work through. The other cool part about it is that Harris County and Houston, as they build their own P25 systems, now we're able to go back and forth. Everybody can talk to each other. But really the technology is not what this project was all about. Really the technology was the easy part. The tough part was working with others. It was forming the partnerships. It was building trust between each other. We worked with 34 state agencies to make this project happen. Let me say that again. 34 state agencies all came together, sat down at a table, and agreed on something. It's amazing. Well, I can't get my own group to agree on it. So that was a pretty cool part of this project. But everybody in this room knows that you can have the best technology in the world, but if people don't trust it, or if they don't trust you, they're not going to use it,
1 minute.
and you won't be successful. Thank you. So to wrap it up, we were able to leverage existing systems, use a Homeland Security grant, form partnerships with other state agencies to make this project happen. We saved LCRA and its ratepayers about $3 million on equipment that we were going to need anyway, and the state of Texas about $15 million. By using open standards, we created competition among the vendors, and we're going to continue using that competition to drive further innovation. But the bottom line and the true measure of success for this project is the fact that we've put some tools in place now to help save lives and save property. Because we know that when the next hurricane comes, and it will, we can't stop it, but at least we'll be better prepared.